GWM. Go with more. GWM. Go with more.
Hi everyone, welcome to GWM live stream. I'm Jingjing. I'm the host. And now this is the 2026 GWM Taklimakan final live stream, accelerate for the dream. And our old friend, he has been accompanying us all the time, teacher He. Dear friends, after 17 days of competition, we are done with 700,500 kilometers. and more than 3,400 kilometers of special stage. And we can see there is the vehicle, a final plant already, and there will be the glorious appearance in the vehicle impact. I want to introduce our friend in the middle, teacher Li Kuntong. There is the expert providing guidance for our race, not like the 13 stages and other stages. Teacher Kuntong knows so much about the race, and he will talk to us about this. Hello, everyone. I'm Li Kuntong, and this time as the race expert for GWM. I am pleased to be here in the vehicle impact waiting for our heroes. Apart from being the expert, and there is another identity. There is driver and co-driver. So every day, this teacher provides the road book and also the difficult part of the stages. There is the analyzation of every stage, so he knows so much about the race and the important data we get every day, also from most of them from her. So, what impressed you the most for this year's rally? From the SS ranking and also the stage number 13 every day, I do the explanation of the road book. So, this year's stage, comparing to the previous ones, longer distance and more difficult, and there is the desert and also the high-speed Gobi stage, and also because of the flood, there is the glitches, the water eroded road, and there was the sandstorm also difficult for the vehicles and for the race drivers and the vehicles. And after E5 part, there is the devil stage. The devil plus devil plus devil. Because two stages for the E5 and SS5 and 6 and then N3, 9 also very difficult. There is the devil stage also. So have you tried the devil stages before? I have not experienced that before. Because before, it was quite like 10 years ago, I was here, part of the rally. So when I am following the live stream, I noticed that. So for the vehicles and the racers, there is the challenge for the mentality, really tough challenge. I'll provide the data for you, and you will know more about this. And SS5 and 6, there's the devil plus devil, like SS5. So after 16 years, we are back here with this stage again. At the time, just 75% of the drivers had the withdrawal at the time, and many vehicles stopped there. And there was the Mid-Autumn Festival, and many of them had the memorable Moon Festival there. So this year, so from the mileage is longer distance now. So if I for at a time 90 kilometers and then 140 kilometers, and there were many vehicles were not able to come out. And this year, even longer distance. So with the improvement of the industry, and there is the capability and skills of the drivers. So for this year, even though some of the vehicles did not come out from the desert, but comparatively better. So for Teacher Kuntong, I want to ask you, I want to ask a harsh question. You have experience in rally off-road experience for more than 10 years and the racing experience. And for this race, so as the strategic expert, so GWM's performance, what's your comment on that? So for the performance, the result already can prove something. And GWM sending 4 teams, the big team, so we can see that we can have some stable strategies for this. And for this race, the team had so much freedom for the drivers. So everyone can enjoy the race and have the better performance. And before, at the beginning, actually, after the Tian Shan Soviet came, and it was difficult for the racers to adapt to the temperature, and then it became hot. For the previous few stages, there was the Gobi and also the hard surface of the road. So, in your experience, in this situation, the racers need to focus on what parts. So, at the time, I think in overall, not too challenging. But they may be quite nervous, even the old drivers. Need to focus more on the latter part, the parts with the hot temperature, more challenging. Do you still remember that first time as the co-driver having the race for the first stage? What did you feel at the time? Do you still remember? Yes, really memorable. Happy, excited, and also nervous. My hands were shaking at the time, and I was not able to talk well. And like more than 10 miles later, everything became better. Another question. So I had an interview with many races today and asked about our races for today's stage. And there are many points, waypoints, and control points, and really short distance. And navigation will be difficult now, and we'll get lost and not no problem, easy. So, as the professional navigator, navigation is hard for these stages now. Yesterday and today, quite a test for the co-driver. If you just go following the road book and you will not get lost. And so far, so all drivers and co-driver, they want to do something different, and then they may miss the point. So for this year's race, so the entire GWM, which team impressed you the most? I think that will be Zhang Jianfeng and his partner. As the Chinese racer, he has the stable performance, calm mentality, and some of the racers can show the fatigue or tired. And Mr. Zhang did not have that problem. When others have the fatigue, and Teacher Zhang conducted the communication with them. So in the race, not just him, I think the entire team, the solidarity is good. So in the check, once there is a vehicle get started, and there will be the assistant provided and continue. What's your feeling? So for our off-road, I'm not a part of this for a long time. So 2025 and this year, there's the same. When I communicate with the racers, and they have something similar to what this teacher said, comparing to previous years, they will be. So for some really experienced co-drivers or drivers, they are so confident, and then they may lose the waypoints. But you need to know that for this long distance of road race, once you lose the points, and there will be the time penalty, and there will be a big difference, and you will find it difficult to catch up. So for the last stage, I can ask this question now. So for this year at the beginning, do we have the tactic or strategies for this race? You can share that with us now. Just now I also mentioned that we can have this for our drivers and co-drivers. We have the freedom, so they can take their potentials and their skills, and like the explanation of the robots. So there is not too much tactic guidance or plan. So for the latter part of the race, we can see the clearer picture. The tactic is quite clear. For example, for the entire Tier 2 major group, we need to focus on the 251 Nicholas Cavigliaso. You can have a applause for him now because he is really, really experienced. So my opinion about him is that he is the first time here in China attending the rally, like the E54 pond, this kind of stage. He has never seen this before. He has never experienced this before. So in Sahara Desert, he was not there in the race before. So So fresh, the soft land, and he was not familiar with that. So he's from Argentina, and we know that at that time, that year for the Dakar rally, only there is the Akatama desert, only one desert there. That was the driest place in the world. And there was no fish in that desert. So this year he is here in the E54 pond. It's a new challenge for him, but he behaved really good. No mistake set off for that stage, and drive fast when it's time to drive fast, and sometimes just maintain the stability. What's your feeling about him? So they're here, the couple, first time here attending the race here, so not familiar with the road condition. So my feeling for him, they are quite cautious, not too there to be too have too much freedom. They have the golden helmet and like 1 minute away from the another driver. So for the stage champion, for two stages, the second one, 30 and 49 seconds, really small difference. I also want to introduce you about, you can see this is the vehicle impact, but actually today there is also 100 kilometers. What's the challenge of today's race? So for today, there is the Grand Canyon. So for all the stages this year, all of them are comprehensive one, complicated ones. So for this year, that is quite challenging for the vehicles, and there will be the water on the path, and you need to prevent the water getting into the vehicle. And when there is the sand, you need to keep the power, the electric. So the racers are driving the production vehicles from GWM. There is the supply of the electric. So comparing to the fuel vehicles, what's the difference in regarding to operation? The acceleration, speed up, that part different. And then for the racers in the entire race, for the entire stage, they need to distribute the electric. Don't be too fast in the beginning, and then no electric, and then in the desert cannot come out, cannot get up, and there will be the more consideration. And as the mass production vehicles now, we can have the race, especially the Taklimakan Valley, this kind of tough race, and with these hybrid vehicles being part of this. So we can witness that they are really safe technically, electrically. Before there were many races, they refused the hybrid and electric vehicles because they think electric is dangerous. But these difficult stages have brought us new memory, new impressions. So we are confident with our Chinese mass production vehicles. There will be impact on me and others. And Teacher Kunto mentioned about this. At the beginning, the electric, Formula electric vehicles, everyone was worrying about the leakage of the electric. There was the cautious behaviors. It was interesting at the time. All the teams needed to prepare the pole. And when there is a problem at the bamboo pole, and then just help to save the people, because they need to prevent the people being influenced by the electric. But now we have the water on the road, and there's no problem at all. The performance, the safety, no problem at all. Kuntong and Hexin teacher talk about that for the Tier 2 production vehicle, there is another part that is also very challenging. Like Tier 1, the club vehicles, they're coming here to get the credits, and they want to get the results. It means that the drivers and co-drivers and also the support teams, when having the race, you need to make the records. You need to have some data. So normally we have the winter or summer calibration, but they cannot not long distance, then we need to notice the problem. So we can fix the problem when we're using it, when we are doing the mass production, and they will be used in our users. So for teacher Kuntong, comparing to before, like the club team, and the requirements are different now. There are some small tasks here, right? Yes. So for the production vehicles, for the general public, they have the public production vehicles. They need to make sure it's safe and stable, and the maintenance fee should be low. So for us, the racers, having the race is the same. We don't expect to have problems with the vehicles. So this time, for the racers, for protecting the vehicles, they are doing a good job. So the stages, just like the place damaging the vehicles, really a tough challenge for the vehicles. And finish the 13 stages, and we have many golden helmets. So I'm really, really happy for this. I want to have some reporting for you. For yesterday's stage, the result of that stage, we have really good momentum. For the 12th stage, top 10, 7 of them from GWM category, also golden helmet again. So for this year, this racer from Argentina with his wife as the co-driver in this Taklimakan rally has got 3 golden helmets. Really awesome, really impressive. The third one is Li Xiaowen. Yesterday, I did an introduction. There is the T2.E. There is the key task for him because NRI leading the top positions and Li Xiaowen with number 6. So the credits, there's 4 points different. So he must be better. 37 minutes away from the 5th one, he needs to be as good or even better than the 5th place. But yesterday, he became even better. So for the T2.E, we are also the champion. So the first one to become fat is not the final one to be having the champion. So the last part is important. So after the several stages, there's some drivers sending me the message 10700, really awesome. From the power, the reliability, different aspects. So I'll take 700 high 40 in the entire race. The performance is really good. I was concerned related to the E54 pond, like heat dissipation. We did not do the modification. So for the height was not able to be regulated. And there was the pressure and there was the electric fan. So the heavier vehicle and with the land and the dirt will influence the heat dissipation. But we also behaved quite good at the time. So there's a data that I want to share with you. So for this race comparing to previous 2 years, the overall, the more than 140 vehicles had T1 and T2, 65 vehicles, and just now we talk about Nicholas, the driver number 251. There is the number 19. So a surprise for us. So it's worth it to provide this information to others, to everyone. So for the T plus, like the lightweight, and there is the carbon fiber modification. And for the weight, try to reduce the weight, and also for the powertrain that is much bigger than the production vehicles, and the suspension only modified based on the race, and there is no restriction in the power. So entire race, the pure racing cars, but all vehicles are from the production vehicles. But in this tough situation, we are on top 20, so it's better than expected. So before, when I talked to the racers, they talked about that in the race they felt that so for the foreign drivers, like the physical energy and the skills much better than the Chinese drivers. But later we talked about if the vehicles are not good, no matter how impressive the drivers are, they cannot get the good performance. So two important factors. One is great driver, and another one is the vehicle. If the performance of the vehicle is not good, then you cannot do a good job with that vehicle. So I want to let you know that apart from the races and the vehicles, the long distance rally, they want in order to get the good performance, there is the logistics support teams and also teachers like Kun Tong and also the strategy experts because they have experience based on different conditions and the weather, and for the drivers, what their habits and what kind of vehicles do they drive, and like the fetch and also other partner related rules, and they will know what is possible, what is not possible. So I noticed that for the long distance rally, the age of the racers are relatively high. It's not just about the one-time performance, not just the SS1 or SS2, just to be bold. Actually, it's more about the comprehensive strategy. So I sometimes need to maintain stability. So if you have strength for this stage, then you can be bolder. I want to show something about our advantages because really impressive. The entire GWM, after the 12 stages, we have nine stages. 5 vehicles enter the top 10 for SS2, SS3, SS9. 2, 3, 9, 3 stage. 8 vehicles enter the top 10. 9 stages got the golden helmet. 9 special stages, number 1. 5 stage, top 4. 4 stages, top 5. So really impressive. That really shining. Just like you can go to the Tsinghua University or Peking University. When we share the results to you, it seems like it's so easy for us. Made it wrong. So when we talk about the results, it seems like it's easy to talk about this, but for our teachers like Kun Tong and our other experts related to strategy, they need to do so much research. They need to deal with the roadbook and communicate with the drivers. So we have 13 stages. And so for our races, which one is the one with disadvantage? SS5 and 6. Dual devil stages and communicate a lot with the drivers. Too challenging. I'm really worried about the vehicles. So we were well prepared. So I think teacher Kun Tong needs to go to some another shady place. It's really hot, shiny here. And now we will have the very important personnel. That is Emma. In this industry, Emma is the designer and also the technique expert.
Hi, how are you? Not too bad, thank you. Nice to meet you. Okay, let me do a brief introduction for you. So
in this industry, Emma has have more than 25 years of experience, did the design for many vehicles, FEWS vehicles, and also dark cars vehicles. So his technique team is really experienced, and also the leader.
How do you feel about this impeccable Chinese experience?
It's been great.
Yeah, I'm sure this is your first time to come to here, right?
To China, no. To here, to Shenzhen province, yes, it's the first time, and it's been an incredible experience. We have been here for more than 3 weeks, testing before and then doing the race with Great Wall Motor has been really, really an incredible experience that I will bring back home, let's say, with me for the rest of my life.
He also mentioned that my question for him is that first time being here, having the race, what's your feeling? Really, really good. We had a time to do the testing and did the research with the team and had the race. So this beautiful memory will be in his heart forever.
Most challenging job that you've been facing in terms of the car development?
I think Taklimakan rally is a very extreme condition. It brings a lot of high temperature, low vehicle speed on the dunes, and this makes the cooling of the car quite challenging here. And I think over the 3 weeks that we've been testing and racing here, we have been collecting together with the R&D department of Great Wall so many data, so many ideas that will help us, let's say, to further develop the cars for the future challenges that we will face with Great Wall Motor in international racing.
I asked him about this race. What is the biggest challenge in this race when they did the testing? They noticed that high temperature is the big problem, and also in the Taklimakan desert, there is the soft sand zones. The speed of the vehicle can be slow, and there will be the problem of the heat dissipation. The biggest problem is the heat dissipation. So he get a lot of data and did a detailed analysis and deal with the vehicles.
What do you think of the performance?
The performance is good. I think we have a platform that is already a very, very good base. As I mentioned now, the next steps is for the engineering team to make sure that we further develop the area where we have identified that needs some further improvement. So I'm sure that with the knowledge, the experience combined, let's say, with our international experience and the GWM R&D experience, I'm pretty sure that a very good job will be done for the future.
So I asked him about the performance of our racing cars. Are you satisfied? So we have successfully established the platform and the base. So after this, we will have further analysis, and there will be closer cooperation with the engineer team, and there will be some detailed improvement so that we can have better development in the global stage. I have a question here. So this time, there is the collaboration between the Chinese and foreign racers. And
你好, 谢谢. My Chinese will improve, but at the moment is limited. Sorry about that. Next time we do it in Chinese.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, she's asking you that this time, actually we organize an international team.
Yes.
You guys coming from abroad and work closely with the local engineers, and how do you feel about that? And what kind of feelings and what kind of expectation that you want to get?
Yeah. In my career, I've been working in many different companies with so many different nationalities around the world, and for me, it's always nice to work and experience different cultures, because every culture brings added value in whatever relationship you have. Of course, we cannot hide that the language barrier is quite high, but I've seen that with the passion of people, both sides, international and the Chinese team, both on the engineering side, on the mechanic side, on the organizational side, everybody is pushing on one direction, and at some point the language barrier is not too much a problem anymore.
Yeah.
So answering your question, so worked for many companies before, and worked with different people from different nationalities. So after coming here, he has had some language barriers, and he noticed that no matter it's the engineers or other support personnel or the racers, and they are working on the same direction. So language barrier is not a barrier anymore. So finally, they can have the really good performance and achievements.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you guys. Enjoy, thank you.
Our vehicle is here. The T2 mass production vehicle. Driver number 251. 2 vehicles. Really exciting. 251 Cavaliaso from Argentina. First time in the Taklimakan rally. And he has got the champion for the T2. And the champion for the new energy vehicle team. So you can see the couples on the top of the vehicles. The wife is the co-driver. So for this year, they are catching the most attention. We can see the working staffs of GWM are there in the vehicle impound, having the memorable moment. They got the 3 golden helmets in 7 stages. They got the top 3, really stable performance, really experienced. I am even speechless now. I'll leave it like that. There is the real Taklimakan Valley spirit. What is that? So for this year, you're here in the Taklimakan Valley. We will not compare again, but next year you'll be here again. That is the unknown. Challenge to the unknown. There is really romantic. And there is a saying, every year you get the torture, and every year you wish to get the torture. So here we can see that one from the Spain. There's the Paul Navarro and the co-driver. And also here is Yang Luosa with 3 majors in the college. And the speed is really good. But unfortunately, first time here in E54 pond, there was the vehicle got stuck, so failed to get the champion. But for the later stages had a really good performance, good situation, and they are also really handsome. They got so many female fans, really hardworking, really handsome. Rosa, not just for the race, not just is the co-driver. So for every stage and every part of the road, he did record and provide the really valuable information for us, data for us. And it's really good for our R&D and good for our improvement. Navarro had 1 golden helmet. There is SS1. And there is a really inspiring one, stage number 1, high sand area. His speed was number 1. So really, really fast. So after some time, I think these young drivers can have even better performance. In 2025, in the challenging race, they got the really good performance, really good results. So just now we talk about for the long distance rally, older age may be common, but Paul Navarro and also Yang Luosa, 2 of them young, so young. One is 22, one is 24, even not done with the college, riding the ethics and having this race at the same time. So Paul Navarro is the youngest champion in the Dakar, and Yang Luosa is from Spain. There is the top co-driver, so there is a great potential for him. When I talked to him, I talked about Rosa. So for your racing vehicle and also your academics life. So in Spain, they have a very special procedure related to studying and can do the race, and the professors can do some adjustment for the courses. So not easy at all. So after the race and at the meantime, when they're doing the race, they need to deal with the academic parts, the 3 majors. So there is the consensus here: socialization, study, and sleep. You only can choose 2 from these 3. So he needs to add 1, that is racing. So they have really good potential. So the speed is really good. So they're not familiar with our vehicle, and for this year's SS3, they got there is the really good speed, the instantaneous, fast speed, 99.96. There is really impressive. There's the champion. Big up. 251 or 252. Really handsome. So we are here having a live stream here. We are really lucky to have them here. So for this year's race, 12 stages, not including this one. For Caviglasso, the second place is Anared, like more than 1 hour away from him. So adding this today's stage, like around 2 hours, the performance is really good, result really good. So for the overall ranking, he ranks number 19, so top 20. There is really surprising, impressive. Another thing is that for the entire GWN team, there is the good performance. Apart from that, there is another unique characteristics. For this year's Taklimakan Rally, there are many models of our vehicles like Tank, 700 T, and 300 T, and Canon V6, and there is the Canon 2.0 and Tank 300. I'm so excited. So we are so excited here, but we are not as excited as our organizers. Our chairman, Liu Yanzhao. Hi, everyone. Our deputy chairman, dear friends. What did you feel on the vehicle impact? I'm really thrilled here already. Not just the goosebumps. I can feel the victory already. Really excited. 2 vehicles, Tank 700, showcasing themselves in front of us. So every day, every night we got up and checked the vehicles. Every morning we followed the vehicles and follow the live stream every night and do the reviewing and prepare the vehicles. And we work overnight and every morning in the stop areas. Just now I felt that. And suddenly, we are fully charged again. So you are so excited. You are now in the right position now. So excited. So for our it's worth it. Our hard work from the team, like even work overnight, repair the vehicles and sleep like every sleeping hour, like 2 to 3 hours, all worth it. So this moment, I feel that. There's a saying, really worth it. I don't care others anymore. Nothing matters more than this. So for our team and also our technicians and our assistant teams and medical teams, logistics support teams, and any other support members, there was we need to relocate the service camp, and basically every night they need to prepare vehicles and the vehicles need to set off. And we need to make sure that the vehicles will be prepared and the camp prepared so we can welcome the return of the vehicles and the racers so they can have the energy to deal with our vehicles. So the vehicles and the staffs of the operation, all of them hard work, really tiring. So we can see the racers having the battle. And there are many heroes behind the screen also. They have the dedication. They're not showing their faces here. So Chairman Liu is right. We need to thank every one of them. They are really awesome. So yesterday I had some time. I wanted to have some footage about them. So to be honest, I wanted to have some footage about them being really tired. But I didn't notice anyone being tired. They are so focused and so energetic repairing the vehicle. So even now, I think my biggest hope is that just like my baby was born at the beginning, I wanted to have a baby. I want a boy or a girl, and one day, what kind of college will they go? What kind of job they will have, and later I just want them to be healthy and grow up safely. And now, same thing, 12 vehicles and 24 drivers and co-drivers. I just hope that they can finish the race successfully and enjoy the moment and being in the vehicle impound. So for this year's race, we mentioned just now. So GWM, we don't need to be so humble. So for the entire GWM team, basically in all groups, we got the champion. And for the section of the 12 stages, most of the helmets belong to us. And for the T2.E and T2.1 and T2.3, we got the champion also. What do you feel about this? It's a lie to say that I'm not happy, but I think that for this result, it's not too ideal, but it's better than expected. It sounds, but it's not contradicting. For this time, actually, for the entire GWM race operation team, the motorsports, we have done a lot of effort. We prepared a lot. But this time, and through every stage, and the coordination, a review of an improvement, updating of the stage. Until today, Teacher He, if you and Jingjing, if you went to our place and you can know that they're really cooperating so well, like the Cayman and the power mechanic teams. They are cooperating so well now. And there are some techniques related to mechanics and the driving and road condition and the preparation. So in this process, we can see that the power of the team, there is the fighting power has doubled after the cooperation. So the result is important, but the collaborative team is the more important part. So you talk about a collaboration is very important. We can see 259. That's Li Xiaowen. Xiaowen, it's difficult for him to be here. He is under a lot of pressure. Kamas. So for Xiaowen is from northeast China. He's good at this I0, high speed, and just a short period of time of training in the desert. Really young. The most handsome team. Many fans like his face and many fans like his technique. I'm so excited. I even cannot talk well now. I'm more excited than them.
Yeah. Congratulations.
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 谢谢。Okay.
Congratulations.
Wow.
哇，来往中间，往中间。
太棒了。
Yeah.
哎哦。
So
刘总，给您一个小任务。
这是有一个非常
Small
特
test for
别
you.
This is very, very special.
Yes.
This is very special.
哎 ，OK。
艾德莱斯。
It's a local
silk
ribbon. And this one is only for the warriors coming back with a battle victory.
这是贝总特别给他们去选择的。
Really special, especially selected for you. So Chairman Wei, after the live stream,
新疆本地的主理人，
and got the person in charge of this and choose this, the Atlas silk ribbon for the heroes,
最好的礼物。
the best gift for the
This is
heroes.
Especially picked by the president. And this one is a local ribbon, only for the warriors coming back from the battlefield with a victory.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's really, really nice. When we come to China, we want to discover the culture, and these things for us it's really special because, of course, in Catalonia, in Spain, where we live, it's really different. So getting this and coming back home with this, it's really nice.
他说呢，他感觉到非常非常的棒。
So he
他们是
feels
生活在
really
西班牙
good.
加泰罗尼亚大区，就是
So
巴塞罗那的大区。他能够把这个
They
带回家，
are from
他觉得非
Spain,
常的棒。
and he feels
So,
really good that he can take this back home.
How do you feel about the whole experience journey in China this time?
Well, it's been quite long. When we came, we didn't know what to expect. We came for some testing for the car because CWM it's been working hard these days to have a car for the future, for the car. We came here testing with not really a lot of expectations, just to see, and we love the landscapes, the country. For us, it's really different from what we are used to it, and that's part of the magic of rally ride and part of the magic of being in a nice country like China.
他自己也说呢。 我问他整个的比
I
赛结
asked
果的感觉
him
怎么样？他说
his feeling after this race, and he feels really good.
来到这边呢，主要
So
的一个目的跟任务
the purpose and task for him
来跟我们一起
being here is to test the vehicles and to prepare the vehicle for the Dakar rally. And after this period of time of cooperation, he feels really good. And being here in China, he can feel that this is a different place from other places. The culture, the environment, really good.
How about your study? Since you've been racing here, you don't have time to study. No,
Well, Pau is working. I'm still studying. When we go back home, I think both we have to do a lot of things, a lot of work. But my studies are going good. I will finish this year law and politics. There's still one more year for economics. So I think the most important thing is it's having good results, because if not, my parents doesn't allow me to go here. So now when we come back, we have a lot of work, but we have to enjoy now the moment, and then we will start thinking about the studies and
Okay.
exams.
我刚才问他说，
I
你跑了
asked
这么
him
长时间，你的
about
学业
being
怎么办？
here
他说
in the race for a long time. How about your study?
政治课跟
So for the
法律课
politics and law, there will be the ending, and there will be another one, and I need to learn as quickly as possible, or my parents will not allow me to come out here again.
Your race.
Well, for us, it's been same as Jan said, a lot of discovering. We didn't expect much from China, and for sure the landscapes, every stage was really beautiful to see. And I think we enjoyed a lot. We didn't have much luck during the whole rally in terms of results. It's been one of the worst lucks that we had in racing, but for sure we will have, we'll live here with a lot of experience and really good one.
他自己也说了，我问他这一次的中国之行感觉
So
怎么样？他
I
说
asked him about his feeling in China. Really beautiful, really good, and he has achieved a lot. And sorry, unfortunately, did not get the result they want, and there was more experience. They hope they have better performance, and they will grow together with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. 啊，谢谢。
Enjoy your resting. Thank you.
Bye。
哇
后面有一个，我觉得一定要让他进我们的直播间里来。尼古拉
I
斯夫妇，
think the couple, the Nicholas,
来，我们
they
邀请一
must
下吧，好不好？辛苦。
come to our live stream.
哦，在采访
他们在。接受采访，尼古拉斯
They're having
我
the
得
interview.
先问刘总一个问题，在等待采访的时候。
I need to ask Chairman Liu a question.
Please.
Hello, congratulations. You win.
来吧，刘总。
You are the.
Thank you.
魏总特别给您和我们的
Chairman
观众们
Wei
准备的爱的莱斯的礼物
Prepared
This
this
is
for
called
you,
the
especially the Atlas Silk Ribbon.
And it's a local product. And this one is personally picked by the president. And in the local culture, this one presented to the warriors coming back from the battlefield with a victory.
Wow, thank
Yeah.
you.
So congratulations again. So how do you feel about that?
Amazing. We're so happy to win this amazing race together with the Great Wall Motorsport. I thank you for everybody, for the mechanic, engineering, all the staff, social media, for every support. I have a very nice 20 odd days in this race.
我问他的感觉如
Asked
何，
him
他说
about
真的
his
要感
feeling.
谢大家，感
He
谢
needs
所
to
有
thank
的支持
everyone
他们
and
的人
thank them
感谢技术
for the
团队
support
给他
and
们提
also
供的
the
最好的
technical team
帮助。
providing the
同
best
样的，他
assistance
也
to
是
them.
在过去的这几十
And
天的
so
时间里
in
面
the past
留下了非常深刻的印象。他
days,
觉得这是
he
相当
is
美
really
好的时
impressed
刻。
by
晶晶
this
有什么问
race
题？
and he
我
thinks
激
this is
动
a
到无
very
法
beautiful
想质问
moment.
因
I'm
为
really
其实
excited.
据我所知，在一开始的
So-
前2到3个赛
So
段，
for
前
the
两
first
并
2 to
不是
3
很占优
stages,
势
they
嘛
were
但
not
是到后来，
showing
我一直
the
想问
first
的是，
chance at the
在因
time.
为是夫妻
So
俩达到很
because
少见，有没
their
有出现冲
couple,
突？
did they had a fight, something like
Because
that?
you are the husband and wife and the racing partners.
Yes.
Do you have any arguments or disagreements throughout the whole race?
Really? No. Because
Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth, please.
No. Really, we are very, very competitive. All the time, we want the best for the car and be very, very fast. So if sometimes we fight inside the car, no, it's faster for nothing. So when in the car we have a problem, we try to obtain the best for continue and no stay in the problem. You know?
OK，他说了，他们没有吵架。我说讲实话，
They did not have a
他说真的没
fight.
有吵架。
I asked them to be honest, and that was true that they did not have an argument. It's true that they have some difficult moments, but they focused on how to solve the problems, so they did not have a fight.
In your eyes, what is the biggest advantage of Valentina compared to some other
drivers?
Other drivers, yeah.
No, Valentina, she's amazing. The first is perfect, the best people, the best personality. Is every time the level is very high, very competitive, and it's very important inside the car because it's in this race a lot of hours inside the car, and then when I'm so tired or something, she pushed me to give me up. And then that is the reason to win. Yeah.
对，刚才我也问他，我说
Just now asked
在比
him,
赛的过程当中，Valentina 最大的优点
so what is the
是什么
biggest advantage of Valentina from his perspective view? And Gabriel talked a lot. So in the race, especially for the stage long-term driving, when he feels really tired, Valentina has just encourage him and support him. And Valentina is so really intelligent and really competitive, and he's really satisfied with her.
Tell us about his advantage.
Yes, about his for me is the best driver on the world.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. He is very detailed on the car. He's perfect for driving in the desert. So I don't have words for explaining that, but I like the driver and the personality, of course. Always he stay the good is positive, and I think for this long race this is very important to the problems go fast and continue for the best position.
那他说的，我说谈谈这个。
I asked her to talk about the advantages of Nicholas, and for her, Nicholas is really good at driving, and nothing she can tell us more. She thinks that he's perfect.
Victory kiss, right? 有一个胜利的亲吻，
There's a
对吗
victory kiss.
大家可以鼓掌。
You can have a round of applause now.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thanks for all the fans out here in China. It's amazing. Every part, every corner during the race is a lot of support me, and I'm so happy for that. For a lot of media takes a lot. Thanks for everybody, and I make my best together with the Great Wall Motorsport to bring the best and go together with the Dakar 2027. I for sure it's my next dream. win the Dakar with the Chinese factory with the Great Wall Motorsport.
OK，他自己呢也说，最后要感谢所有的支持他
He
的人，
wants
所有
to thank
的工作团
everyone
队
who is
和幕后团
supporting
队，特别要
him
感谢
and the
长城集
team
团。
and the
而
logistic
且
support,
他有
especially
一个梦想，
GWM,
我觉得
and he has
是
a
跟
dream.
刘总说的。
And
他说
this
希望
dream
跟着我们
he
长
wants
城
to
集
share
团
with
一起成长，
Chairman
希
Liu.
望
He
跟着
wants to
长城集
grow
团
together
一
with
起征战
GWM
达喀尔，
and
并
with
且在达喀尔
GWM
的比赛里面
compete
拿
in
到
the
冠军。
Dakar Rally and get a champion in Dakar Rally.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. Thank you.
哇
哦，
哦，
这个有一个尖锐的问题，我想问问刘总。
There's a tough question here for
来
Chairman
吧
Liu.
然后还有我们的耀哥，来吧，一起，来吧，来吧，
Brother
来
Yao,
吧，小
come
儿
here.
哥，一起，来，好的，来吧，刘总。
爱德莱斯魏总给大家选的礼物。好，谢谢。
来吧，
谢谢，这个就太贵了。
哎呀，
哎呀，帅气啊！
Handsome,
帅。
really handsome, good looking.
其实对于我们的这个耀哥来说，应该是老
So
朋友了，因
for
为去年其实
Brother
也
Yao,
跑的是
old
咱
friend,
们的车队。今年
last year for our team also. So when Xiaowen was driving, did you sing the song? I learned the song, but I was not allowed to sing.
其实这个是去年的一个梗。
And there was a funny thing from last year, actually. So when they were driving, if you feel tired, and Brother Yao will sing the songs. So I want to ask Brother Xiaowang. So for the desert, it's not a strength. And at the beginning, we did not show the strength. And later, did you feel the pressure for the later part of the stages? For the stage 10, we started to push. And yesterday, and today we just need to finish the race. So just focus on finishing the race. For Brother Xiaowen, he's really calm. He does not need to push so much.
刘总拿着。
There is a very good mental status. So for this combination, I've pay a lot of attention to them. So for the desert, many people have the comments about this combination does not have so much change in this regard. So they will grow better, we prepare better, and prepare for the future race. Pick up.
加油加油！
Thank you, Dong Li.
此时带货可以有啊。
Wait.
感谢。
Thank you.
谢谢，祝贺。
其实这个问题我想问刘总一下。
So,
对于刚才我们
Chairman Liu, San Nicholas, and or for Paul Navarro, or for our brother Xiaowen, this combination, are you satisfied with the performance? Of course.
我本来想后续问挖个风，你怎么先说的？
Why did you answer first? Because we could not find the weakness. We have to be satisfied with this. Like Paul Navarro,
哦，又是2辆车。
后边又是2台。
two vehicles again.
好，我们可以机位可以往这边走一
来。
We can come
这
here.
边，
这个此时应该给到我们的战车和英雄。
给我切个近点。
So
然后
this
是2台坦克
the
300
warrior vehicles,
啊，然后我们这次
tank 300.
出征，然后坦克300，坦克
So
700
tank 300 and 700.
晶晶一直在问我。
Just now, the sweat has entered my eyes.
这个
Jingjing asked me a question
外籍车手，然后
about the foreign racers. How do you think about them? Because Brother Xiaowen was here, so I was interrupted. So, in my opinion, I envy them a lot actually. So they can fly everywhere in the world and have the race everywhere. And I respect
他们真的是
everyone, them, because they're really professional and work really hard, really dedicated.
保纳瓦罗和他
Like Paul Navarro and
对罗萨，然后
the Rosa.
每天他都在记录，因为他们
So
第一次开
he does the recording every day. So first time for them to drive the hybrid vehicle to have the rally, Rosa provided the
电量下多少，然后
like how much electric, how hard step on the photo, and every night after coming back, he provide a report. So
是觉得这种精神
I think this kind of spirit is really good.
刚才说你
And like Nicholas, that couple,
的整个的
with the mechanic team, and there is the collaboration and also mutual trust between them. And the victory of the GWM is the core of the victory of our race. So after these stages, many foreign races being here, and together with conducting cooperation with all the teams and dealing with our vehicles, they are really impressed by us, or they will not have this good performance, good results, or they will not follow us. They would not like to grow with us. So for professional races, like Paul Navarro, it's important to get the champion in the race, and his recognition is a support for us to conduct get more improvement in R&D of our vehicles. I'm really touched. And also, the performance from Chinese racers are also very good. 256 also passed. So 252. So for this year's race, Paul Navarro 252, and I saw teacher Ma Hailong just now. And I want to check their feeling about this race also. So Chairman Liu, and last question, your expectation for future? And there will be a good wish for the future grounded on the land. I think for now, our team can make concrete effort and review everything also from us. Quickly do some improvement according to the information we got, and prepare for the top level Dakar rally and the race in Morocco, so the vehicles can be in the international arena, and the entire world knows that Chinese vehicles are getting stronger now. We have the power to defeat the strongest rivals. We have been making improvements. I changed my mind. You cannot leave right now. I still want to talk to you because we have some presents for you to deliver to them. So for these stages, it was not come easily, and there were difficulties, and the vehicle got stuck, and there was the leakage of the radiator. But you noticed that when they have the problems, the racers did not give up. They did not just give up. They do it according to their capability and the plan and try to work harder. So teacher Ma Hailong, at the beginning, there was the all-new production vehicles. He needed to take time to adapt. And there's the new co-driver. So the previous few stages, not so good. But later, he became better. And the performance became really good. So for the Chinese racers, the top-tier racers, which one impressed you the most? Just now we talk about teacher Ma Hailong. So for this combination, really stable. We have been paying a lot of attention to this vehicle. So the first stage and the fifth stage, just like the old cattle, working hard and step by step. And stability is the strength. And like the international races, no matter it is the Paul Navarro or others, they barely drive on the fetch, the fifth stage. So organizers said, we have not have this stage in this recent 10 years, really a diverse stage. So for the last 3 stages, I promote the high sand zone. So for the zone, it's not the same as the one in the Dakar. And there is the to compete, and you cannot drive fast, and the air circulation was not good. The test for the heat dissipation for the driver and also for the vehicle, but they could grow quickly and adapt quickly, no matter it's the Chinese races or the international foreign races. I think I'm really impressed by all these races, like driver Yao. For the last stage, he was really selfless. So in the race, he just trying to escort the 251 to finish the race and get the good result. Once they have the small problem or condition, driver Yao or teacher Ma Hailong provided assistance right away. So when I was in the live stream at the finish line, I see the Ma Hailong coming with Faris and towing the vehicle, helping him. Driver Yao.
快来姚队，恭喜恭喜！
好，把这个可以放掉。
直接呼喊媳妇儿了。
You can let it go now. Calling for his wife. Wife is cannot wait to see him.
我们写，哎，两条，哎呀，您的领航呢？
Where's your co-driver?
来吧，我们的来。 我们一起来，那个于飞再帮我拿2条，谢谢。来，
Atlas silk ribbon.
来，感谢。来，刘总。
哎呀，姚队真是太令人激动了。
Really exciting.
刚才其实我们的海龙哥以及我们的姚队是
So Hailong and Driver Yao.
对。时间交给您了，晶晶，你跟
252 and 256 and 262.
我跟姚队简直太
Yeah, so familiar with Driver Yao. For Driver Yao, there was a funny. He's really selfless. So, Driver Yao, they wanted to prevent him coming out from the vehicle and help others again. This year, the same, just doing the same thing. This year, actually, a little bit different. So, bigger team. At the beginning, I wanted to get the good result. The small problem like vehicle getting stuck. For the latter part, I need to protect my teammates, my brothers. So you notice that for this year's stage comparing to last year, for the drivers and co-drivers, this year's rally is a big challenge, right? The long distance and special stages are more than 300,400 kilometers. So for the driver stages, what's your feeling about this? Like the desert is really easy part for you, Driver Yao, but for this year, do you think it's even harder now? So for the desert, when it's tougher, it will be easier for me. The 300T, I know this vehicle so much flexible, and after a few years of knowing the vehicle, there is a better matching of the vehicles and the drivers. Ferris reached the finish line also. So for this year's race, the collaboration with the foreign races and also the collaboration with the Chinese races, which part do you think is different from the previous year? The same. So off-road race, we are all brothers. The co-driver, what's your feeling about Driver Yao's performance? Really stable, really awesome. The horse is really good at starting a fight. So 2026 rally getting a lot of attention. Before you come, we have been praising you. Teacher Mao, what's wrong with your hand? For this, during the stage, there was a jumping. So the river stage, right? You got the injury. So for the following stages, you finish the stages with your injury hand. So today there is the rapid roads and bumping roads. It's pressure for you? Actually, no. Actually, yes, right. I'm trying to bear with the pain, the problem, getting better, and then there is the bumping and the problem again. So compete with the injury all the time. But for the result, number 5. So for the overall ranking is the 31. Very good. More than T1 vehicles, more than 60. So what's your feeling about this year's performance? So for this year's Taklimakan rally, it's more difficult for the previous years. And the vehicle's performance is very good. The reassuring part is the team collaboration and driver Yao and teacher Jianfeng with their support. I feel the confidence and our support is really strong. I'm not fighting alone. I'm fighting with my team. So for Chairman Liu, maybe think that we are starting a fight. So teacher Ma, so for the tank 300 heavy duty, what do you think about the performance of the vehicle? For our vehicle, overall stability really good, power output really good, and just because of this technique, the racers having the race can be more worry-free. Why we ask this question? Because for teacher Ma, the comment for him is the 300 high 40. There is the top tier driver. There is the SS2 and S3. 81.35 and 94.25, really impressive. And there were 5 times he got the top 10 ranking. So for driver Yao, so for the first part, you had some obstacles, but your speed was also good, very good for the later part. Also top 10, so getting better and better again. That is the charm of the rally. Every time when we have the race, the entire support team, they are trying the 100% effort, and every time there can still be some problems, some incidents. So we believe to trust the team, believe our race and support and our co-drivers. So under this background, that is why we can have our driver Yao and our teams of all our drivers. We can have the achievements here. So really impressive. I want to congratulate you again. So for next year or future, what kind of expectations do you have? For next year, in the future, I will learn a technique that's repair the vehicle. Simple ones, I know, but I will further learn this, and they will be more comprehensive. So in my future career, I hope that I can seek speed while maintaining stability. I want to start a small fight. So co-driver for this year's, do you have a suggestion for us? Just one sentence. The technique for driving are really good. Perfect driving skills. Perfect. You failed to start a fight. So what's your expectation for the future? So I feel a little bit pity today. So for today's stage, it should be a really easy one. I felt happy, and there was a small problem, but I felt very free with driving Yang. But no matter what, we across the finish line safely. And for GWM, I have a lot of expectations also. I hope GWM can go further and further and become better and better. Thank you. Thank you. So they can go and enjoy their victory now. Thank you. Congratulations. Anoran, the most handsome guy in the field. Congratulations.
来，刘总，我们的来何老师辛苦帮忙拿一下2条，我帮你们一下。
Atlas silk ribbon. Really impressive. I have to say, you're really good, really good. Anyway, I want to ask you for Mongolia. So, what is the ritual to treat the hero? You can say that in Mongolian. It's hard to learn. We need to replace this one. This one, no electric. What's that mean? It means congratulations. It's hard to remember. Come forward a little bit because there is the walking path. So for this year, you are really aggressive. No, in the middle. There was a part I was not so fast. I need to protect the vehicle, and based on that, I can be even faster. So you got 2 golden helmets, and 12 special stages. 8 times you got the top 10. They said you the 4 all-round barrier, no weakness. So for this race, how did you get this kind of performance? So we all know that you are fast, and before this race, they already know that, but no one. No, you can be this fast. Mainly focus based on the co-drivers. But there is a collaboration between us for many years. The small race and big race. We would like to draw experience from the past. So the other vehicles can follow the same route. But sometimes you can surround some point, but there will be risky. Maybe not easy to lose the points, but maybe if you can now choose the route and you're in the chicken pit and in the canyon, maybe there will be the failure for the stage. So for Anaran, we can tell he grew up from desert, so he's so bold. He dared to choose different direction. He is confident enough. So when we did the interview before, like the desert, especially the soft sand, like the chicken, we know what is behind the sandwich. And you think this is the biggest chance because you want to challenge the Cavigliasso? Actually, that was not true. So with this Taklimakan rally, I have learned a lot about controlling the vehicle. So for the high-speed stage, he can control the vehicle so well. For me, not as good as him, not good enough. I wanted to ask a question. So Enora said, so I know what is behind the sandwich. Because you have been driving on the desert for a long time, because you stay in the desert for a long time, so it's there's the sand moving around in the desert, different shape, and we can do some recognition based on that. Obviously, I have been staying in the desert since I was a child. So, your overall ranking in the T2 24, number 24. So, more than 60 T1 and T1 plus. You defeat many of the drivers in the team, the Canon TV6. So this year's rally is quite smooth. And last year also the professional vehicles, and I did not know much about that. There were problems. And Canon, I tried it before. I'm confident, and because collaboration with my co-drivers, many things have been done in a proper way. I want to ask the co-driver. So during the race, what characteristics you notice about Eneret? You need to remind him. just like having a chat, be relaxing. They think having a race, and we just come and enjoy being relaxing. So 13 stages, we talk and then forget the next point. So for this, this really good collaboration between them. So for the co-drivers and for the NRM, and they are really good at Gobi and also the desert. There is a comment for them. So no matter it's the Gobi or desert, they're ranking top. For SS5 and 6, the complicated stage, they were slower, but also on the top part. So it's the stability and also the offensive drivers. And there is the data here for SS3, the pure Gobi. The average speed more than 100 kilometers per hour. Last year it was not so fast. What's the reason? You didn't know the difference? I just step on the gas and then done. So things got smoother and smoother. Co-driver did not have concerns. So in the Gobi, what if there is the rock? You will not worry. I believe in him. We trust each other. There is the good collaboration between them. So we can see two of them are so calm, and they know that they have the fast speed. So at the beginning, when I be part of the race, so for the departure part, I felt so scared and body was shaking. But after having so many races, you can get used to it, and then you can calm down. And Chairman Liu can have a rest too. No. I want to. Brother Long has a lot to say. I want to tell you. So Brother Long, stay in the middle. I want to have the introduction for you. Sleep, just a little bit sleep. So goodbye. Stay in the middle. We got too excited. 253 is back here now. We can talk together.
Bruno. Hello. Hello. Congratulations. Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Wow.
来
Hello.
来吧，
你好。
龙哥，
Okay.
来先给个任务，2条。
This is called Atlas ribbon. It's a silk ribbon from local.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a ribbon only for the warriors coming back for the battlefield with victories.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Thank you.
来吧，我觉得这第一个问题得让龙哥问。
对。
Brother Long can
哎，
answer
那
first
龙哥
question.
说难度交给我。
It's a tough question for
what's
me.
your the entire feeling about the race? Because the first time you come to the Taklimakan rally.
Yeah, incredible. At the end, it's one of the toughest rallies in the world. For me, it was very, very difficult. I remember with the Dakar, in the situation's crazy. Here, like the same, but I have a good luck. The best car, GWM, over tank 700, also with Bruno, also with all the mechanics, engineers, because we are a team, you know, and this is the most important.
Bruno? Yes, as Gerard says, I think it's one of the toughest rally in the world. I think we have a really good team and really good engineers, mechanics, car, everything. We are like a family working together since day one, and that's why the 3 tank 700 arrived to the end, one win that we help to do it like a team. So we are really happy for that. So
涂老师还得请您专业的总结一下，谢谢。
所以他们俩呢也说呢，在
So they too talked about this year's rally. The Taklimakan Desert is one of the most difficult long-distance rally, and with the teamwork, and with the solidarity, and with the sufficient support. So they're happy to have the good performance and got the golden helmet for the stage. So they felt very happy, and with the effort from the team, they are really grateful and also really happy with the race. So for this race, we can notice that like Gerard or others, we can know that they are the old drivers for experience in this regard for more than 20 years. And how to deal with these kind of challenges.
When you realize that you have very slim chance to win the championship, how to adjust yourself to continue the race?
Yeah, it's very important here, the psychology, you know. Then also the work team. I'm not here only me, no, with Bruno, with engineers, the mechanics. It's important to change with Will, with all the people, to share the goal every day. Every day is a new motivation, every stage, you know. Then it's not only for us, it's only for example, for these days to help our teammates, no, Nico and Vale. This is really amazing. And I think that, you know, the ego is the name in English. The ego outside and the work team first, passion, and this is all.
他刚才呢，我们问到的这个问题呢，就是当他碰到
We asked him about when there is the real chance to get the final champion, how to face the challenges and to continue the race. Ferris also mentioned that the purpose is to get a good outcome, and in the race you need to adjust your mentality, and there will be communication, collaboration with the team. And there will be the goal for each stage, the task for each stage, make the appointment, so they are quite surprised.
Championship second half of the race, you won 2 special stages. How do you feel?
No, really happy. No, with Bruno then, now, if you want Bruno, if you want to say something about, because was our first race here with the GW, but also me and you, if you want to explain.
Yeah, for Gerard and me, it was the first race together. We've been racing a lot in our life, but it's the first time we joined, so it was really, really good and good experience also. I'm really happy. And then winning 2 stages was because of, he was saying a few minutes ago, it's always you need to challenge your mind, to challenge yourself. We have a technical issue at the beginning, so it doesn't matter, the team doesn't matter, we continue pushing, and that's why we got the results, so we are really happy for that.
So for this year, I asked about the second part of the stage. They behaved really good. The victory for 2 special stages, and the first cooperation between these 2, even though they have a long career in this part. But for Taklimakan Rally, this is the first time to collaborating for the race. So for the first part of the stage, they had the technical issues, but Ferris was really fast, and they encouraged each other, and they finally got the golden helmet for the 2 stages. Really impressive. I want to know. So before, they did not drive the hybrid vehicles before, and this time there's the 700 high 40 vehicles. I want to share something like being stuck in the vehicle and how to get unstuck, because they are experienced in this part.
This is the first time, right? So for you guys to experience driving the hybrid power cars, mass product hybrid power cars. So let's say if you have some difficulties, for example, if inside the sand dunes, do you have some particular technique to teach us to how to get out?
Yes. Okay, the first thing is you have the best car with a hybrid system with, 2 engines. One is electric with a 90 horses power extra, no? And then when it was soft in the dunes, I use this with the button, I push the button. Also when I need to pass the other competitors, so it was was incredible, no? The system, the hybrid system. Then also you can recover the battery when you leave the gas and brake. So then with Bruno tell me always the road book, now dunes, now you can recover, now you can use. So it was amazing. Eh?
I think we are racing in the future now. I think GWN is one step forward, like putting cars in the desert like this. I think I found it pretty amazing, and I think will be the future. Is the future, and from the beginning we feel confidence, and from the beginning the car goes. So with this new system, it's incredible that we crossed almost half of China racing. So it's really cool.
那么刚才呢，他们也说，其实
Just now they
这
talked
个对于
about
经济的问题是非常简单的，因为混动当中
for the hybrid vehicles, they can use the electric, and there's a button for that, and there will be
所以一旦线刹的话，只要处理好，
you can if you can do it well, it will be not difficult to get unstuck. And for the system, when you need to accelerate the vehicle, and it can provide enough power when you release the gas, and then there will be the charging of the battery. So how to supply the electric and accelerator is the important part. And Bruno has been reminding him, and now it's time to save the battery electric, and this time you can accelerate. So they are learning also. So in the future, for GWM using the racing cars for the impression, the hybrid vehicle will be the direction of the future. The 253 Gerard. They have 19 years of Dakar rally, and 3 days before this, they came to Xinjiang and did the testing. And there is the confirm of the weight, and also the shock absorber, and also the chassis adjusting, and also the shock absorber cooperating team. So we have been doing the upgrading, and with the terrains and the tires and the coolant and the shock absorbers, they have been providing a lot of good experience. And we have been concluding this information, getting the data. And yesterday we had the technical conference with the high level of our GWM. And almost 7,500 kilometers. We do the conclusion every day, and there's the data, the feeling from the drivers, and every day we are making the progress so the racers can be a better match with the vehicles. For the entire process, we have done the checking of the data, like the 253 and Bruno and Gerard. This combination, and 257 driver NRM. The first 200 no desert, and the desert was 140, and that speed, the highest speed in Dakar production vehicle. So they talk about the hybrid T, new energy vehicles, the feelings about that. The stability, power, good, and the design, like they can accelerate with the button. And we deal with the battery and our distribution of the power. This is the first time for them to use the hybrid vehicles. They share their feelings with us, and then we got the good results, and we can see the feedback from the effort of the team.
Now you can rest and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Wow.
Bye. Enjoy.
Bye bye.
Bye.
所以，
其实我们
来，提醒我们往前一点儿。
Let's go forward.
其实作为整个赛事运营当中的一
So
个
for the
关
race
键的负责
operation
人，
as the
你觉
key
得刚开始的时
personnel,
候，我相信
so
你的
at the
肩上的
beginning,
压力
I
会非
think
常大
you were under a lot of
这
pressure,
样的一个
I
团队
believe,
中外合
because
作的团
the
队
team
又
with the
达到了冠
foreign
军，他们又是第一
ones
次
and
挑
also the
战
Chinese
我
ones,
第
the
一次
Dakar
开
champion,
赛
first time in China,
当
first time
时
having the
你
production
是不是
vehicles.
整夜整
At the
夜睡不
time,
着觉？
you could not fall asleep for several nights. Must.
说到了我的点，
The hosts know me so much. So a company values the race so much. So last year the Taklimakan rally, and this year we in the Dakar with engineers and also operation staff. So we did the observation, and we noticed that for the Dakar race, and I compared the levels, the standards, and in this Taklimakan rally and our entire group, we are trying to think what kind of team do we need. And we have 4 teams, different styles from different countries. So we did a lot in terms of selection. I have some friends in this industry. They know that we are going to introduce some foreign racers, and they give me some suggestions as a friend. It would be quite risky, they said. The top tier racers drive the vehicles in first time in Tomor in China. The desert is so different from other deserts like UT. The light vehicles and simple vehicles, the first time drive the production vehicles in a short period of time. There is the rule making, the R&D of the technique. And many people reminded me that maybe you will be facing a lot of risks. But we know the target, we know the goal. We hope the integration of this with the foreign professional racers, we do the testing for the vehicles, and there will be a better cooperation. We will better know the difference, because our goal is not just the Taklimakan rally. We want to prepare our vehicles, gather information and feedback and data, so we'll have the better performance. So the race is really tough one. So in these 17 days, our goal is really high level. So we wish that we can get the good result for each group, but we've had difficulties before, like E54 pond and some racers with really good capability, but there was the stacking of the vehicle. What did you feel at the time? For E54 pond, for that stage, we provided the introduction of the terrain, but we did not require them to be really conservative, because we know that they have not attended, be part of the Taklimakan rally. The Gerard had more than 10 years of experience in Dakar. A 251 driver from Argentina. So E54 pond, and he said that stage is really difficult. So these 3 10-700, and there were 2 of them did not finish the race within the time period. And Paul Navarro, we talked privately also. Actually, he wanted to win the race, but in the 54 pond, and the time usage made a difference. They were willing to focus on the testing of the drivers. They were willing to work together with the team and make the improvement. And after that, we can see 252 after the race, and out from the Gobi and Desert. And the co-driver provided the PDF analysis report to us. There is the distribution information, temperature information, the consumption of the battery, all the information to us. So apart from the race, I wish to provide information to you. So actually we did that too, but the records and plus the ones from the engineers. So we'll know how to work for our goals. The 253, the SS11, there is the champion. The 251, the departure in the restaurant. I talked to Gerard. If you are in Dakar, what will you do? Because we know 251 driver much better than others and will work for the champion. The champion for like at least 5 stages, 3 golden helmets for 251 already. And they won the victory for the entire team. So for next day's stage, and from the video we can see that in the canyon, I waited for the 251. 251 was smooth, and 253 wanted to protect the 251, but was not able to catch up. And there's quite a distance between them, but it shows there is the teamwork collaboration. The 253 also sent me the information. It's about the teamwork, about the solidarity. They put teamwork the first thing, prioritize teamwork, like the media, the logistics support. They know the effort from all the team members. They're not just focusing on their personal champion. So the team members are from like 7 or 8 countries, and with the netizens can see that the Chinese races and also the foreign races, there is the competition between them. This is a wonderful race, and there is also the better showcasing of our teamwork. And there is the style of a race and also the standard of a race. I want to add a detailed information, like Ferris entering the stage and stay there for 17 minutes and wait for the teammate. You know, for him, actually, there will be some consideration and then make this major decision. At the time in the rally, he was really powerful. Now he looks really gentle, but he was really fierce. And others call him the desert hawk at the time. He was really offensive before. He had 19 years of experience, but did not become arrogant because of the experience. I want to share a story with you. At the beginning, before we did the testing in the desert, we did the calibration for the shock absorber, and so for the first part of the race, there was the hard surface rate, and they influenced the adjustment. So every day, the T1 set up the vehicle first, like 7, 8 o'clock, and we will be later. For Gerard, they got up at 5, and then they will try the vehicle first, even though they will not go so far away, but they want to get some feedback. Like 8, 9 o'clock, and like 12 o'clock, you'll be back again and try the vehicle again. Like 253, like the previous day, like 11 o'clock, or the same day, 5 a.m., they tried the vehicle. They did not talk, but I know their hard work. So every team, they're trying to make some contribution to the team. We know GWM is resolute in dedication of the race, and we are trying to do the R&D for the international race, and the pressure is different now compared to last year. So we can see the team is showing the positive momentum, and we are glad to have this kind of performance. So in the 17 days, what's your average sleeping hour? Not sufficient sleep hour, but I'm not the technical team members. They are even facing more problems. So we are back here in the Taklimakan Rally again. It's a challenge for us. We are on this professional race again. And so for our drivers, for our technicians, we have introduced some teams from foreign countries, and there will be different styles and different ways of communication between these two, and they want to make more effort for this. So the collaboration between the mechanics and also operation experts, and first time in Taklimakan Rally, first time in China, and as the person in charge of the operation, we need to focus on collaboration. They will have some mindset. They will think we should do it like this one. What's the situation in China and what's our opinion? And there will be the collaboration. And we need to adapt to each other. But there's one goal. We hope that our team can contribute more to the Taklimakan Rally and for the GWM, and there will be better performance. And the goal is the same. Because there is the same goal, so we can talk freely and solve the problem and deal with the difference, and everyone is trying their best. So you were so touched just now. I saw your tears just now. You felt that so many staffs were working really hard, harder than you, even harder than you. I really understand. You can see the racers getting the good performance in the race, and we are paying attention to the racers, but there are many people behind the screen, and they're working. They start to work before the dawn and continue to deal with the screws and need to deal with the spare parts, fix the parts quickly. No time to take a shower, just can sleep in the camp. I need to get up anytime to deal with the vehicles to make sure that the racers can have the good vehicle. We need to have the applause for them and support them also. So, Brother Yulong, what do you want to say to these brothers? I want to thank them. So the operation team and also logistics support teams and others. So there is the house vehicle and logistics support and the personnel helping to get the camp. And there is the temperature change a lot. The condition so different. There is the Uramchi and also the hot temperature. The 263 interpan when crossing the Sandstorms, the speed was not fast. There was the jumping of the vehicle, and the vehicles landed on the surface, and there was the discomfort from the spine. And he lied down for several, like more than 10 minutes, and continued the race. And that night, I talked to the personnel in our company and suggested him to make the withdrawal if the condition is not good. But second day, he got the power and put the power on the seat. What's the purpose for getting the tower? I thought he could finish the race. But for that stage, there was some conditions of the vehicles. And he spent more than 10 hours to finish the race. I asked him about the lower back. And so for regular people, actually he needs to have the minimal invasive surgery or lie in bed for a period of time. Like Yao Weiqiang team, they have worked a lot for this race. And they are not willing to give up the race. I understand. Zhang Jianfeng really has a good sense of humor. And every time when we do the interview with him, he just smile and just talk to us with a good sense of humor. But he will not share the hardship behind him. And there is the strong spirit of the off-road. So he is telling you that I'm so happy in the desert. I enjoy it so much. I can overcome the difficulties and finish the race. But they will not share the real tough part situation to every one of you. So I think there is the charm of off-road. They really cherish this opportunity. Before the race, they have the physical training and the training in the desert. And there's the limited training in the desert. They will try to know more about the Hyper-T, Hyper-Z, and the 255 from Italy, from Europe to South America, and there is the 10, 300. They try to know the condition of the vehicles, and before that, they did not know much about Chinese vehicles, so they wanted to know more. So, Chairman Wei mentioned many times for Taklimakan Rally, we focus more on the testing of the vehicles, the preparedness of the vehicles, because our goal is Dakar Rally. There is the higher level stage. So for Dakar Rally, the production team, they'll be quite tough. So for the Dakar Rally, speed is really important. There'll be gobi, there'll be big rocks, big stones. At the meantime, every special stage, the distance longer. So I want to ask Brother Yunlong, are we prepared? A difficult question. Are we ready? So for this Taklimakan Rally, we got the champion for many stages. The result is good, but this is not the most valuable part. The most valuable part is that with the hard work of our team and 7,500 kilometers, and after that we will know our strengths and what is our weakness. We know more about the distance between us and our ultimate goal. And so for the Tokyo, we went to the battlefield in other countries like the Nicholas and also the couple. In the past 2 years, they are getting a lot of attention. In the future, I hope that we can have the race in equal footing, and then know the difference between us, and then make more improvement and provide more products for our users and get more data. That is the value for us to have this race. Before the tiger is out, we are already paying attention. It means that the tiger is powerful. So we hope to provide better products to our users. And on the other hand, so for the international race, we hope that they can see the power of the Chinese vehicles and they can have a different opinion about Chinese vehicles. I want to talk about the background here. So for GWM, so off-road race here, the chairman Wei, the entire group, we need to know that our rivals, Toyota GR team, there is the Toyota Changlan. Before it is the chairman. Now focus on this absolutely, and after GR and the investment input, and there is better input here, focus more on that. So in the future, on the international arena, there will be tougher challenge. Yes, for the motorsport, is the fair, and the rules has been changing. And as the first group having this race with the hybrid vehicles, every year we have several meetings and top like Technique, Rover, and Toyota. We talk about the rules and develop the rules. So the hybrid new energy vehicle, we get the good result. What kind of product we can get, and we need to compete on an equal footing. And we can see the modification of the race cars and also the design of the stage. And Dakar is different from Taklimakan Rally. We need to make progress, make improvement. And we do the testing and do the adjustment and know ourselves more and set the goals. So yesterday, we had a conference about concluding the technical parts, the director of the technology and the heat dissipation and the power, the transmission, and the maintenance, and the staffs are related to the mechanics and the hardware, and all of them will provide the feedback to us, which part can go wrong easily, and which part has problem of heat dissipation. All are valuable experience, and we have the requirements, and we will make improvement after this. So our race cars will be better in terms of performance and become higher standard. I have a question here. So in the previous few days, many people wanted to know that after this Taklimakan rally, we are proving that for tank series, the reliability and also safety. They want to know if I have the tank 300, 500, or 700. If I have that vehicle, so if I'm not so experienced, what is the? Can we go to the desert or the sand dune? How long? What's the distance limit and also the toughness, stiffness, the heavy, and had Taklimakan rally last year, and including Hyper C, and they try, including other vehicle brands. So for last year's race, we finished the race. The hybrid Hyper-T, Hyper-C can have a great result in terms of the testing of the Taklimakan rally. I want to remind you, like no man's zone in the desert, you need to be professional and you need to think about the off-road. And there will be consider the structure of the chassis and also the differentiator and other function related to the desert. In the extreme condition, you need to be professional and do the modification and focus on safety. So there will be better matching with the vehicle and know the limit of yourself and the limit of your vehicles. And for the tank, so that you can go safely and come back safely. I want to remind you, the reliable vehicle needs reliable men. If you want to drive this vehicle and enjoy the off-road vehicle, but you need to have some basis. You need to have some driving skills. So actually, I want to declare something. Actually, I wanted to say it later, but now I have to say it now. So GWN have the foreign racers this time. Do we have the chance to communicate with them and ask them to share some experience? Of course. So today is the final stream. I want to the champion. There is the national tour, store tour campaign, and it will start right away. And related to what location? We cannot provide that right now. So we just want to know if you want to go off-road, you want to experience the charm of off-road. I hope that you can pay attention to this. So for all the racers, will become the envoy of GWM and go to the dealership stores and deliver the vehicles to our users. And in the meantime, the racers, the related devices will be delivered to the dealership store. If you cannot come to Xinjiang and enjoy the charm of the off-road, and we have the mobile off-road cultural exhibition for you, so that this kind of culture can enter numerous households. 297. From co-creation Canon vehicles. So for this time, tank, new energy, Hyper-T mainly. Tank 700, common, Cayman. 261. New energy vehicle, the overall ranking. Number 2. Brother Long talk about co-creation team. This time, is different from tradition. It's not fight alone. There is the co-creation, like Cayman and also Dongli, and the top tier spare parts companies, and there's co-creation. There will be the sharing of the technology, related to the technician and also the spare parts. So the threshold has been lowered, and it shows that the off-road is not just about us. We hope that we can spread the culture of off-road in the entire China. So Cayman Fleet, the Huanghui Qun, for the 12 stages, the overall ranking is number 4. The T2 major one is T, and he got the golden helmet for one stage, so really fast speed. And more importantly, and he has contributed a lot to our team. We're delighted to know that the co-creation chose our Tank 300 2.0, the fuel version to have the rally and got a good performance, and Canon 2.0. And many clubs also chose this vehicle, and there's no media advertisement for this, but we want to know the co-creation. Together, we have finished 7,500 kilometers. We have been focusing on the T club performance. We also hope that the Tank 300 Canon and other vehicles can be more friendly, can help the off-road enthusiasts to have off-road experience. We hope that our products can be help our citizens, like building the platform of bridges for you to enjoy the off-road charm. So for the international arena, as the brand in China, there is a long way for us to make effort. Chinese brand and technology and Chinese people going to the international race and with the international club and factory and compete with them. I hope that all the vehicle enthusiasts will like to see this. I would like to cheer for the co-creation team. It's not easy to do co-creation. And Brother Yun talk about the spare parts and do the sharing with the co-creation team. Another thing is about the trust. The result can show the trust. So in some race, for example, some people think that maybe this team got more resources, maybe another team get less resources. But today, Cayman from the result, it can show that the overall capability is the same as the GWM capability because they also get really good results. Cayman 700, the modification timing is limited, really limited. They did the testing just like 3-5 days. And the technique and support team and there was the collaboration. They tried to solve the problems and they got a really good result. We are really happy to see this. I hope buying our vehicles and the users buying our vehicles can enjoy the charm of off-road. And they come and eat with us in the camp because Cayman, they also have the technique team. We did the communication and share the data, 7 camps. Even though it was hard, tiring, but they are memorable moments, beautiful moments. So this will be with the drivers and other members all the time. This is the most difficult telecom rally. They're really memorable. So for Cayman, I want to thank Cayman, the team, and also Chairman Jiang. (261) 255.
哦，是的，我没看错。
500Z.
这是我们的女歌手，对。
The female racer. So for this year's race, the high for Z. Comparing to high for T, high for Z, there's a difference here. And for Wuzi, the driver is shorter, even though the result is not too outstanding. But there is a lot of contribution from the driver. And there's the communication. So high for T, there's a difference here. Every day, he wants to drive faster and better matching with collaboration with the vehicle. The 251, 252 ranking top, even though Rosie can be depressed a little bit, but she is trying to be better. So we can feel that his dedication to the race, and he wants to showcase the best performance for the team. That's really inspiring. So Musi is staying together with all the friends. So for her, there's a memorable moment. There's a tradition. She must stand on the vehicle. They're so happy right now. So here in China, they went to Baoding first and went to the technical center and did the communication with Chairman Wei. And they went to the exhibition hall again, the Haifu C and 700. They checked the vehicle and they did the communication. And Lucy was in the front and other vehicles behind her. And there was the group photo of them. And they were not so tired. And now she's done with the race. We can do the comparison. So this just like the Dakar rally. So later for the Taklimakan rally, and there is the ending for this year. No, for the T2 group, we are ranking top, and 5 GWM racers, top 5 for T2.E, 2 racers, first place and second place. And so for the result of team number 1, 90 scores, and there is the maximum scores. And T2.1 for Enerad as a driver, number 1, Li Xiaowen behaved really good, and we also got number 1. And then the T2.3, the club, the T300 and Canon really good, and we also got the number 1. The club number 1 in also club number 1 in club park. So there's the effort from GWN is now finished. We are done with this part, and there is a higher goal for us to achieve, and there will be a longer distance for us to accomplish. Yes, just now, Mr. He talked about this year's Taklimakan rally. There is a finish part, but for the off-road, and there will be endless possibility. And we hope that for the future we can make endless effort. We try to become better and better. I want to say something like this, like Chinese off-road is not just about GWM. It's for all the off-road enthusiasts, like us, not just 3 of us. Like all the friends in the live stream, we can expand that GWM and also the Chinese off-road performance in the future, and we can know that in the future live stream.
GWM, go with more. 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 GWM, go with more.